What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back here with another video, and today we're doing round 4 of 5 of this mock draft. Alright, so been getting some really good feedback from you guys on the previous videos, and there's some interesting players falling. So if you guys are new here, which I'm sad to say that we have 3 other videos. I'm not very sad, but I'm sad to say that you came to the wrong video if you guys are new. But I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys are older people who have been either subbed to the channel or else you guys have been watching a couple of the other videos. So for you return people, welcome back. For you new people, welcome. I'd recommend watching the other parts of the video just because, the other videos just because, it might help a little bit with understanding what the hell is about to go on. However, we're here, round 4. Let's do this because literally, if I'm not mistaken, I think I might have heard the computer fan already start, and I just started my computer, which is the most amazing feeling in the world. Now, Jax, let's rock with you guys. This is going to be an easy pick for me, all right? We usually have some hard times like dealing with some picks here and like with trades and all that stuff. With how many guys are on the board, we could definitely trade down if we wanted to. But with a guy like Shaka Toney on the board, which I have him at 83. Let's look at where TDN has him at. They have him at 87. It's pretty obvious that this is the perfect spot for him. You have very raw prospects already at edge, like especially Caleb Von Chason. Shaka Toney has been doing his thing year after year with both Jason Away as well as Yetur Gross Matos. He's had some amazing dudes around him who have probably helped his development, and he's helped theirs. So that's going to be a very beneficial type of nice symbiotic relationship there if we want to be sounding like damn biology majors here. Shaka Toney's going to definitely help out the squad in any way possible. Plus, he's going to be just definitely a high floor player who could definitely start in the 4th round. That's something that you should be valuing at a very high level. And this is where I think that the Jets, you guys need to be start looking for some cornerback help. And as much as I love to give the Eagles Roger McCreary, you guys should probably want a number 2 corner. And Roger McCreary is worth this pick. PFF has him actually rated as a 3rd round prospect. I've been seeing him go in 3rd rounds of their AWS mocks, and they've been giving it I'm pretty sure it's like a B+ grade. So this is far from unrealistic. If I'm not mistaken, it might be more unrealistic by the fact that he's still on the board. Roger McCreary's been doing a really good job. I have no idea why the hell TDN's disrespecting him like this. I think that he's an absolute stud of a prospect, and especially for the value. So I'm definitely gonna be going Roger McCreary here. He's a ball hawk. He has a good twitchy hips. I think that it is a little bit of a stupid move by TDN to try to underrate Roger McCreary like that. And the Jets, we've been going offense. We got you guys some edge help, but man, getting some extra corner help in that secondary, that's going to be a really good start to you guys. Of course, this is going to be a pretty boring start, but we need some edge help here for the Bengals because, I like Sam Hubbard a lot, right? But there's a lot of dudes on the board. Right now, I'm bouncing between Brenton Cox, who's a very talented player, and Rashad Weaver. Honestly, I like Weaver a lot more than Brenton Cox even. So that's something I definitely am going to be thinking about going with. Weaver, again, disgustingly underrated by TDN here. Yeah, he is a bit older, right? So he will be about 24 at the draft. But I'm sure you didn't shy away from Joe Burrow's age when you took him. Rashad Weaver is going to be a high level starter for you guys, and somebody who I've heard even potentially going in the 2nd round. So Rashad Weaver is definitely, you get these older dudes who have a lot more to prove. But let's look at, Brenton Cox is the higher ceiling. So it's up to you guys. Let me know, Bengals fans, what you guys would do here. Rashad Weaver's going to come in and probably play better than Brenton Cox, but Brenton Cox, with his age, he literally is at least 2 years younger as a redshirt sophomore, who's probably born in 99, if not 2000. That's going to be a huge addition. In Florida, you already know that he was already a top prospect in high school, man. As much as I've been talking about Rashad Weaver, who is disgustingly underrated, Brenton Cox is going to be my pick. If you saw my board, he was higher, if I'm not mistaken, than Rashad Weaver. Maybe not, but that's okay. Brenton Cox, I think, has a higher upside in the long run, based off of how young he is. Now, Panthers, what do we do with you guys? We can get you guys some line help if we want. Zion Johnson's definitely here. Alec Lindstrom as well if you guys want a center. So there's definitely dudes here. Drake Jackson even. Drake Jackson's had like an 89.1 PFF season. I don't know why, but guys like Tyler Linderbaum has had like a 93. He beat even Frank Ragnow. So realistically, it wouldn't be too much of a reach to go Tyler Linderbaum. And again, I think it's absolutely disgusting what TDN's doing. Let's see if we can see inside their stupid heads. Yeah, they have him at 208. This is ridiculous. So this is all TDN's fault. I'm going to be honest. It's TDN's fault that Tyler Linderbaum is even there. It's just ridiculous. So if you guys want to join in with me in hating on them, I'm 100% in support of you guys. We should be getting a boundary corner, though. And to be honest, I can see streaks of Dante Jackson in Tyreek Johnson. Tyreek Johnson's super young, super athletic, redshirt sophomore here. And, I mean, former 5-star, one of the best. It's Ohio State, for Christ's sakes. They have dudes who, I mean, Tyreek Johnson's going to be gone by this point. We saw how Damon Arnett went in the first round. Tyreek Johnson, if he's here, this is a blue-chip prospect to add some extra help there in that secondary. And, I mean, in a division where, I mean, the quarterbacks are getting older, that means that Tyreek Johnson will probably have time to develop, and he'll be able to start out his career against some very good quarterbacks to be able to help read. And then as soon as guys like Matt Ryan are gone, guys like Drew Brees are gone, Tom Brady, Tyreek Johnson will be a developed prospect, and that will be able to add a lot of value. I think you can't pass him up there at that spot, which is, of course, unfortunate because we like our trades. Now, Falcons, where do we go with you guys? There's still Chuba Hubbard on the board for a team that might be wanting a running back, and there could be some teams who are in that market, right? But then again, there is guys like Haskell Jarrett on the board, Jack Sanborn on the board, and I mean, I would usually like to give them to a team like the Giants, but we got JOK for them. Realistically, we could easily go Jack Sanborn as well. We could even give him to the damn Browns if we want to add just another linebacker off the board. We got a lot of players on the board that are really talented, even Elijah Moore. I'm not trading up again with the freaking Titans, guys. It's not going to happen. However, if there's a team that could definitely move up, even if it's one spot, I think the Texans could just make a minute trade up here to be able to secure another offensive lineman. I know we already got them some offensive line help, but I mean, can you go wrong with more offensive line? I don't think so. Especially on their roster where guys like Titus Howard are getting injured. We're going to be sending in, we're going to be swapping, I think, we're going to be swapping this 206 for their 211. I don't know why the hell that would be very unlikely, but we'll put that one. That's a little bit sketchy to me, guys. Watch this. I can almost, okay, I just wanted to see that. We're going to be sending this through. That should have definitely went through. You're moving up one pick and then, okay, yeah, that should definitely went through. But we already got one offensive lineman here. I mean, dude, getting another one wouldn't be a bad idea. And again, you could be going even Hunter Long here. Realistically, as much as I didn't really, I just moved up for Zion Johnson here. I think that might have been a better move up for Hunter Long. Hunter Long has been, like, last year before we got all crazy about Kyle Pitts, he had the highest yards per route run in college football at the tight end position in the history of PFF studying college football. Like, this dude has a shit ton of talent, and to be honest, as much as I feel bad for having to trade up, I mean, it's a minute loss. We won't even feel the effects of it. We're gonna be going Hunter Long here just to secure a very solid tight end. Because again, I think that the Texans don't need a tight end, but Hunter Long truly has tight end one potential. If you get that in the fourth, that's gonna be excellent value right there. Now, Falcons, this is where we can take Jack Sanborn, right? Like, we could just get another big run-stuffing linebacker. You guys have some very athletic dudes. I think you might need some extra run support with a guy like Alvin Kamara, and you have Christian McCaffrey. Jack Sanborn has been one of the best run-stuffing linebackers in the country, something that you definitely could use. I think that's going to be a great option right there. Now, Browns. I mean, we don't need Chuba, right? Is there any team that really could use Chuba in the way that, like, it's a damn good pick? I'm not 100% sure. Like, realistically, if they don't want to re-sign Kalen Ballage, I know they have Josh Kelly there, but if they don't want to use Kalen Ballage, it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring Chuba in on the Chargers. Like, just evaluating teams that might want him, even the Washington football team, if they want a backup, I don't see it. I mean, honestly, guys, we're trading up twice with the Texans. It's just like Chuba's on the board, and we're going to be full sending it. If we're, what team are we with right now? The Browns. There's plenty of great talent on the board to be able to be had later on, and we are going to definitely be trying to send in. How does that make any sense? All right, guys, you guys have to bounce back on this. How the hell does trading up all those spots make any sense if, like, it's going to be very likely right there? Like, that just makes zero sense to me. We're going to try to get next year's 6th in return. We'll get the next year's 7th. That's ridiculous. If you guys remember that last trade, we had to, like, give up an arm and a leg in order to move up a couple spots. So Chuba Hubbard's going to be the guy who the Texans are going to target, because I don't think David Johnson's the long-term answer. And at least Chuba Hubbard, I mean, you can't pass up on that value right there, man. I'm going to be honest, you just can't pass up on it. Cowboys, this is where we can get some extra line depth here, all right? We already got your interior defensive lineman. We already got you some edge players. Zion Johnson is one of the best in the business. I think he's going to definitely be able to back up Zach Martin at right guard, Connor Williams at left. With all the injuries that have been happening, this is a great spot to be able to take a high-level, run-blocking type of guard, and Zion Johnson's going to be a perfect fit. I mean, if you want to, you could have taken his buddy. Where's he at? I'm bugging. Alec Lindstrom, he's the center. If you want to do that, that's 100% understandable. I think that the kid out of Wisconsin that you got last year in the 4th, I think you need to give him some time to develop. However, I would not blame you guys at all for getting some extra help on the interior with all the injuries that always happen every single year. Now, Chargers, normally I would have went Jack Sanborn here, but looking at teams that might need an interior defensive lineman, I mean, I think we already got one for the Broncos and Tyler Shelvin. Definitely don't need it for I'm bugging, the Giants. I mean, let's just check out to see if the Vikings have gotten themselves, they got a tackle there, if they've gotten themselves a D tackle, because that might be a good way to go. I don't see it. I don't think the Vikings have gotten a D tackle yet, and they can pair him up with, I'm bugging again on the guy's name, but the guy from, I believe, Williams, from, I don't know why I'm bugging today, from the Ravens. But, I mean, you guys, Michael Pierce, that's the name I was thinking of. I think his name's Michael Pierce. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. We're going to try to see if we could trade up here. We're going to possibly do the 217th for the 230th right here as well, just to be able to, actually, I don't know. No, we're gonna just stick to the 7th round pick trade. We don't need to do all that stuff. But we're going to be going and moving up in the draft to be able to select Haskell Jarrett, who has had a 22% pass rush win rate. Like, that's insane. The highest right now for pass rush win rate for an edge player is, I believe, Ronnie Perkins. No, I don't know if it's Ronnie Perkins. I'm bugging on the guy's name again. He's on Oklahoma. 25% on 160-something snaps. That's absolutely insane, by the way. He should definitely be a first-round prospect. I don't know if he's actually on here. Like, let's just see if he's on here. It's not Ronnie Perkins. I know it's a guy on, he's on Oklahoma. It's not LaRon Stokes either. I don't think he's in this. Nick Bonito. Why the hell is he down here? Guys, we're going to exclude Nick Bonito from this draft just based on the fact that he might be a first-round prospect. Like, this is ridiculous. The kid literally has, like, 50-something pressures or something on the year. That's ridiculous. So, if you guys want, of course, Nick Bonito in this draft, go for the next week's draft, just because that just disgusts me. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I just like learned about him this week too, and man, that absolutely like wrenches my gut. It's so sad. Now, the Lions, we already got you. Like, I'm gonna just be 100% honest here. We already got you Devontae Smith. I don't think Devontae Smith's a good slot. I think he could be a true boundary wide receiver. I just like the idea of distracting those strong safeties with a much bigger target. Now, I don't think he should be able to go over the middle as a slot either. He's definitely a talented option, but I think he belongs to that boundary. There's a real true slot wide receiver here who I have graded now as a late second. Elijah Moore. Man, like, I'm telling you guys, you have 5 guys on contract here. If you guys want to save some money, maybe put it into a corner, maybe be able to help out Matt Stafford, add another lineman, like, Elijah Moore is just a little too good to pass up. We're going to be rocking him right here. Like, you guys can be mad at that all you want, but I'm telling you, when you have Galladay on one side, Devontae Smith on the other, and then Elijah Moore in the slot, you guys, like, Matt Stafford's going to be happy. He deserves it. Like, you owe him that. Your organization owes him that, and that's going to be an excellent value pick. He won't be there, but in this draft, he fell that far, and that's perfectly fine. Now, Niners, that sucks that Elijah Moore just went. However, I think that, like, usually teams are feeling the pressure of, like, oh, dude, Tylan Wallace is still on the board, too. Shit. Dude, Tylan Wallace is on the board. That's absolutely insane. I cannot believe he's still on the board. I mean, man, with the way that the draft is falling, I mean, I didn't even know Tylan Wallace was still here. That's the problem with this draft, is that, like, dude, these guys, it's what happens in the real draft, too. People are going to be like, how the hell are these guys falling? I think the Niners can trade back here in this spot. If they want to, they're going to be trading back. So Niners, I mean, some of you guys get mad at me for not trading back in the first, which I don't 100% agree with you guys on at all. But we're going to be trading back right now with the Browns to be able to move up. Let's just see. Maybe we can, I was trying to finagle maybe a 7th. We're going to do as next year 7th here. To be able to select Tylan Wallace out of Oklahoma State to replace Odell Beckham Jr. It's just an amazing pick. I mean, I cannot believe that he was there. Realistically, I couldn't believe he was there. It's just unbelievable. But at this spot, Broncos, you guys get so mad at me for trading back, and that's okay. You guys can come at me all you want. I mean, if you guys want a high potential type of player, I'm dead ass about. I mean, I could go Desmond Ridder here. I'm gonna honestly excuse Desmond Ridder from this class because there is big rumors that he's returning back next season. All right, like realistically, if you guys want to think about it, Desmond Ridder could 100% go right here at this spot to the Broncos. He'd be a pretty good guy on this team too. You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm not going to exclude him from this draft class because it is realistic that he could come back to school, but it's also realistic that he could declare. So we're going to be doing that. Desmond Ridder out of Cincinnati going to the Broncos. It's a great late round pick. Somebody who you're going to be able to maximize your potential on. Now, Giants, where do we go with you guys? We're definitely going to be going edge here. No trade back needed. Ali Gay is somebody who's pretty solid, but we're not going to be going his way. Ellerson Smith, I've heard some very good things about. 6'7". He's scary potential. Something that a team that could be in rebuild mode, like the New York Giants. Somebody where, I mean, Daniel Jones is a good guy. He won't bring you over the edge. Like, I don't want to be that like straight up with you guys, but that's the way it's going to be. He's not going to put you into deep playoff contention type stuff. So Ellerson Smith is going to be a great option here. He's going to be able to develop until you find your guy. And, I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is a 4th round pick. You're getting a 6'7" dude with unlimited upside. That's a great value right there. Now, Chargers, where do we go with you guys? I think we already did trade back. We already traded back. And this is a question for you Chargers fans. Do you think you're going to re-sign Hunter Henry? Because obviously Charlie Kolar would be the immediate pick here. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think you need to re-sign him. So that's okay. However, it's an idea. It's an idea. Elaine McNeil would be nice to boost up that interior. Monty Rice might be good to stuff up that run game, though. You have some very agile linebackers who are good in the pass game. Monty Rice is a beast in the run game. He's being very disrespected by this draft right now, by TDN. So I think he needs to have some respect put on his name. Leaving, of course, the frickin' Patriots to choose between Levi, who one of our subs thinks that he was a former first rounder, which is, I mean, that's a good start. Or the highest graded interior defensive lineman, or I believe defender in the country, in Aleem McNeil. And honestly, guys, it's going to be a little bit fun. Let's have some fun here. Aleem McNeil's going to be the pick. That's going to be just a great, solid option there. Somebody that you can't really shy away from. And of course, it took Desmond Ridder away from the Vikings here. So the Vikes, you guys could be looking at maybe a quarterback to replace, but realistically, I mean, you missed out on a really good slot wide receiver as well. Anthony Schwartz would be kind of fun in this offense, but I don't really vibe with that idea. You guys do need some edge help, though, and to be honest, Rashad Weaver wouldn't be a bad option. Looking at the teams who are around you, does anybody need a D tackle, really? I don't really think so. Maybe the Colts could, but no team's going to be trading up at this spot. Is there a team that could use Muhammad Ibrahim? I think there is a team that could 100% use Ibrahim. That's a team that's losing Boston Scott. The Eagles are trading up again with the Vikings. This is going to be interesting because inter-conference trade. But where are the Vikes at? They're going to be trading up from their 5th round because you guys are like, why are you trading for a bunch of 5th and 6th? This is why, motherfuckers. This is why we're trading up with, okay, we're going to give a little bit more respect. We'll trade up a 5th and a 6th to trade up with the Vikings so they can at least have adequate draft compensation. Dude, you guys are getting on my ass about this thing. It's a freaking mathematical model. We're going to be selecting Muhammad Ibrahim out of Minnesota for the Eagles there. That's going to be a great option. They lost their 4th-round pick for Jannard Avery. We're going to be turning down the brightness on the screen, guys, just because it's turning into a madman here. But Mohamed Ibrahim is going to be able to replace that Jordan. He's going to be that Jordan Howard role that you guys actually want. True 3-down back if you want him to as well. He's going to be a great replacement for Boston Scott, since you guys are in a very big cap issue. Now, Raiders, where do we go with you guys? All right, Raiders, you don't need a tight end. You could use some interior offensive linemen, though. You do have some aging dudes in there where Alec Lindstrom can learn. And honestly, I think that's going to be the best case scenario for you guys. Is just, I know your left guard spot is a little bit vacant right now. I think Denzel Good is playing there. You guys have to correct me on that one. That one I'm only like 20% sure on. Alec Lindstrom is, again, he's just going to add some extra depth to your team. And when Rodney Hudson decides to retire, that's going to be he's going to be a great, easy, smooth transition. That's going to be perfecto. And I hate doing this. Fuck you, Ravens. But Caden Stearns has fallen this far. He's not going any further. Ravens are going to be stealing him. Deshaun Elliott being there as well. Having some 2 Texas boys back there. That's going to be quite some fun. Now, Washington, where do we go with you guys? You guys have a pretty damn stacked roster. We already filled every single need that you have. But we can get some extra tight end depth. I mean, why not, right? Charlie Kohler's going to be the pick here. I don't think this is a spot you need to really trade back from either. And yeah, I mean, we're not going to do any of these stupid, like, one-pick trades because the Niners, as much as you guys don't like it, well, actually, no, you guys are going to like this. We are going to be reaching, I don't think it's a reach at all, for Jalen Darden. Perfect fit. You guys loved this pick last time, but Jalen Darden, to me, I have him as a top 90 prospect. And he's going to definitely fit in perfectly. He's going to slot in. He's going to have a great time. He fits the scheme perfectly. For whichever quarterback's going to be playing next year for the 49ers, they're going to have an excellent option here in Jalen Darden. Now, the Ravens did give away their 3rd tight end and their number 2 pass-catching tight end. So looking at guys to play here, man, dude, if you guys want to see where I have Yeboah, like I have Yeboah at 136, but I'm telling you, after watching his game versus Alabama, that he's probably moving up my board. Kenny Yeboah needs to be the pick here. He's so good. For you guys who are scouts in the community, I 100% recommend looking at Kenny Yeboah because he's an absolute stud. I'm telling you guys, it is fun to watch. Now, is there any team that could move up for an interior defensive lineman? At this point, probably not, except the Colts. Let's just make sure the Colts haven't selected one already. They got Sage Surratt, or Surratt, whatever you want to call him. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they got a Debo here. They have not got an interior defensive lineman. So we're going to be moving up a little bit just to secure this pick. Also, just because the Buccaneers are going to be looking to trade back anyways, so might as well get the value for it. So that's unlikely, but I'm sure that we could potentially get a 6th-rounder next year in return for this, and we're going to be able to select Levi from Washington. It's a steal at that point because the Browns again could have been trying to trade up for that pick as well, and now they're kind of screwed, which is okay. But the Browns, this is something that I honestly wouldn't be too mindful of this. It wouldn't be too bad. Honestly, going for a guy like Charles Snowden wouldn't be a bad idea. I want to check one thing out with the Chiefs because I'm sniffing a trade up with the Chiefs here. Chiefs, where are you guys at? Okay, you guys already got a linebacker here. However, I wish I could still see their needs. Because I'm telling you guys, I would think about trading up right now for going for Charles Snowden. Because, I mean, that's untapped potential right there. You know what? Screw it. The Browns, you guys, your linebackers are not the greatest in the world. And Charles Snowden is somebody who's an extreme project, but somebody who you can just add onto your squad and say, screw it. Like, it's too good to pass up. 6'7", can cover like a G. He's really good in coverage, man. He just gets stuffed up in that run game, and I'm telling you guys, also with how shitty Pittsburgh's run play has been, not really that big of an issue. But of course, Lamar, you know the drill. That's why he's falling this far. Running backs do actually play a role in this league more than what we at times give them credit for. Also stealing them from the Buccaneers, where they could be like, shoot, do we get Zeus here? Because Leonard Fournette has just been he's been pretty lackluster. As a fantasy owner, I've seen how lackluster he's been. I think this is going to be a perfect spot for him. We're going to be going Zeus right now, just getting the perfect goal line power bruiser back, just to be able to secure that front. Now, in this spot, there's a lot of, there's Baron Browning here. He's a beast. You got Tutu Atwell. He's a pretty good G as well. Drake Jackson's still here. I'm telling you guys, I want to just check out what picks the Eagles have, because realistically, I could see the Eagles trading back into this round. Like, you guys might not like this because you guys need as many picks as you can get, but I have a corner for you guys. I'm just gonna see this. I want to see what a fifth and a seventh would do for this fourth. Very likely. So I want to see what a fifth and a next year seventh would do. That's likely right there. We're gonna be trying out this trade. All right, Browns fans, you might not like this, but I mean that's okay. This is all based off a mathematical model. I'm telling you, the Browns don't need anything. Like with the interior defensive lineman, like look how many of these fuckers are still left. You think Chris Tonga is going to be gone? No. Chris Tonga is the guy who I would take here. But at this spot, I am going to be 100% going for a reach in Tyler Linderbaum to replace Kelsey, who is aging at a very high rate. Something very scary to me. Tyler Linderbaum is going to be a great pick there. At this spot, Falcons. Oh my God. Seahawks. We got to go some pass rush here, man. You guys traded for it. Ronnie Perkins would be a really good target here. But I'm going to be going Rashad Weaver. He just definitely seems like a Seahawk. So we're going to be rocking with that. Now, of course, Titans, where do we go with you guys? You guys could definitely use a slot wide receiver if you wanted to, because you guys like these after-the-catch dudes. Anthony Schwartz would be kind of fun in that squad. Shi Smith would be great as well. But if we're going to be going for a true slot, we're going to be going Daz Newsome out of North Carolina to replace the always injured Adam Humphries. That's going to be just a great solution for you guys. He's a great after-the-catch, too. A really good returner. I think that he deserves to be this pick. He's my number 90 guy in the class. Now, Vikings, where do we go? I mean, you guys just lost out on another slot wide receiver. Unfortunate. That's okay. You know what you guys could go after? A guy like Shi Smith. Aggressive, mean, athletic. You guys could go Anthony Schwartz as well. But we're going to be going Anthony Schwartz just because of his after-the-catch game. Shi Smith's a mean, aggressive-ass motherfucker, but we're going to be definitely going Anthony Schwartz. He's going to be a really fun addition to the squad. I was thinking about adding him earlier. But, I mean, again, it might not be a perfect scheme fit. But, man, getting that third wide receiver in there, that's going to be key. That's going to be really key. Saints, we can add some extra youth at that edge presence because there's so many dudes here. We're going to be going Ronnie Perkins here out of Oklahoma. A little bit underrated. Actually, we're going to go Jordan Smith. Again, one of the highest pass rush pressure rates in the entire country. Very high floor. Pretty lower ceiling, but definitely somebody with a high floor that this team could use as a transition for another year where there's an extremely high touted prospect where you're not getting them in the fourth. Now, Steelers, we need cornerback like nobody's business, right? Rodarius Williams would be an excellent option no matter what the situation is. Let's just make sure that he is not a slot corner, right? Because obviously we don't need another damn slot. We could use one if we want to put Sutton on the outside. However, I do not see the word slot in here, which is wonderful because Rodarius Williams is one of the highest graded corners in the country. The Steelers need him. We got to take him. Packers, Cheeseheads. Where do we go with you? Chase Lucas is athletic, rangy, fun to watch. I mean, if it weren't for the Browns taking Charles Snowden earlier, I would have given him to you guys just for fun, right? Chase Lucas is going to be the guy, though. We're going to be rocking a nice, quick, rangy corner that is going to pair up with Jair Alexander very well. Overall, it's going to be a solid pick. Now, Chiefs, where do we go with you guys? This is where I could sniff another trade back as well. There's a good safety on the board for teams that might need a safety, like the Raiders, who already took one. But a team like the Vikings could definitely trade up at this spot because Harrison Smith is getting older. Let's check out to make sure he's not a true heavy-hitting safety. Of course, it doesn't say jack shit. So, guys, if you guys are Missouri fans, I know the Missouri safeties are really highly touted. But let me know about that. Maybe we're going to wait on it, but, I mean, I seriously, I'm a little bit in the dark on him. I know that James Wiggins has versatility, or Darius is a true free safety, so honestly, we'll just wait for that. Looking at the guys who are available, though, Ali Gay, all these dudes are going to eventually fall. I mean, Shi Smith is still here. Ben Cleveland is still here for guys who need interior offensive line help. I think this is a spot where we just can't really trade back. It's just it's a spot where there's nothing to do. You can't really trade back here. You just gotta go. You gotta roll with the punches, and we gotta get some line help right here. And whether it's Myron Cunningham or Josh Ball, I'm 100% going to be going Josh Ball, though. Marshall has the 6th graded offensive line in the country, and Josh Ball is a huge reason for it. You've got to help that tackle spot. And Elijah Vera Tucker could take over that, when Mitchell Schwartz is dead, but I don't think I want to wait that long. Josh Ball can at least develop if that's the case, and that's going to be a great fit. Now, Pats, I loved giving you guys, where did we just put Anthony Schwartz? On the Vikings. So I love giving you guys Anthony Schwartz. However, Shi Smith is here, and that's going to be a fun addition. I mean, Tutu Atwell would be fun as well. Shi Smith is just more of a mean, aggressive, powerful wide receiver. That's something that you can't pass up. Now, Rams, at this spot, you guys could use some offensive line help. We're 100% fair, and there are some very good guys on the board. And getting a center like Drake Jackson would be a pretty solid one, because, again, he could always move over to guard if you need him to. Tommy Kramer, another guy who's been playing really, really well. Ben Cleveland, you can't go wrong here, but with how much the Rams have been running, Kentucky is one of the best running offenses in the country. So we're going to definitely go with Drake Jackson here. Has had an 89 PFF grade. That's going to be very solid overall, just getting some extra depth there. Cowboys, honestly, like looking at we could get a quarterback here just as a backup, but I don't think you want to spend a 4th rounder on one. You don't want to spend like a Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci could be your backup, but you guys brought Andy Dalton on for a reason. Looking at the tackles who are here to get some extra depth, Cole Van Lannon, Abina Eze. I don't like Abina Eze. I know you guys like Abina Eze at 6'8", but I'm telling you, I just watched him play. Please say, is he number 77? This dude is slow. He's a fucking tank. I'm telling you guys, he has like no speed whatsoever. I'm seriously like in awe of how slow this dude is. Drew Himmelman, I've heard some good things about him as well, but look how old this brother is. Look at him. This dude could be like my father. Oh my god, that guy's ancient. Yeah, we're not going to be taking that guy whatsoever. But just looking, the Dallas Cowboys, like, we have a stacked-ass team. Do we need anything else? Could we use another safety? I know you guys like Woods, but shit. What do we do here? You guys got to comment down below here. Man, we don't need a running back here. Don't need any more damn wide receiver help. We already got our interior offensive lineman help. Like, man, you guys are in a really good spot. The fact that I can't choose a guy for you, that means that you guys are doing pretty damn well. Honestly, getting an extra tight end into the mix wouldn't be too horrible of a decision. But, might as well just get another corner, right? This would be a good trade back spot, but I don't know any teams that really would want to trade up at this spot. I don't know. Would the Rams want to trade up? No. Looking at teams that could use the scat back, Sony Michel's going to be coming up on his contract. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this is the start of the next round, so, is there any teams that would want to just hop back in and be able to secure a dude? I don't see it. I don't see it. So, therefore, we're going to be rocking with, you guys like some personalities on your team. Marco Wilson is going to be a really good guy who can add some extra depth to your team. We can always go Lenore here, but I like Marco Wilson, and he just has some personality issues. Something definitely worth the pick. You can use the cornerback help. There's nothing wrong with it. Cheeseheads, we're back with you guys once again. And honestly, is there anybody, I'm trying to find some dudes to trade up here. We can go for Tutu Atwell on the squad. We already got, we didn't get Kadarius Toney. That was the Saints. We got Rondale Moore for this squad. Is there a team that could use a burner? Realistically, no. The Cheeseheads already got it. Let's look at the teams. Let's look at the teams. Could the Jets be trading back into the 4th to select somebody to replace Brashad Perriman? That is an interesting point. That's 100% interesting. And 100% what we're doing. I'm not in the mood to deal with the Cheeseheads anymore. The Jets are going to be trading up and going to be selecting their man, good old, his name's Chatorius Tutu Atwell or something like that. That's gonna be the pick. We're gonna try to swap it for a 7th. Why? Why is it unlikely? That's so bullshit. Whatever, guys. We're gonna send it through anyways. We are moving up to select Tutu Atwell out of Louisville. Definitely somebody who has very high ceiling. Definitely somebody who could be similar to, let's just say, a McCole Hardman. But he was fed that ball. There's definitely a good reason why he was loved on that squad. And, the scheme was made perfectly for him. And something the Jets could definitely do with, how they're going to be pretty much changing the entire scheme there. Rams, where do we go with you guys? We can get some edge help here. There's nothing wrong with edge help. Dalen Hayes, let's just check out his size here. 6'4". He's a redshirt senior. I don't think we want to get some youth up in here, right? Ali Gay wouldn't be too bad. If you can develop his talent, that wouldn't be too bad whatsoever. Ronnie Perkins, I want to see how this guy is pretty young too. I've heard some very good things about Ronnie Perkins, but then again, I am a little bit sketchy on Oklahoma edges when, of course, like you have a dude in Nick Bonito getting 25% pressure rate on the other side, it means that they have to also look to him, right? So Ronnie Perkins would be a fun option, but not maybe a viable option. Let's be rocking. Let's rock. What's his name? Ali Gay here. I mean, it would just be a fun option. Add some extra help on that defense for the Rams. And I mean, they don't need it. The Rams are a solid team. They need a quarterback. But this is going to be the spot where Ali Gay is going to be a very influential and very solid quarterback. And Vikings, you and the Patriots are going to be finishing off the end of this draft. This end of this part of this draft. I think that you guys honestly, screw it. I don't care if he's a strong safety. If you guys want to use Paris Ford as the linebacker, you guys can. This is just like, why? Guys, I need some help on Tyreek Gillespie. I mean, here's the pick, all right? Here's the pick with you guys. It's either Tyree is a free safety, because I definitely need to do my research. Tyree's a free safety, amazing pick. Or we're going to go Darius Washington here. So if this is not the right pick, which it probably isn't, then unfortunately, then you know exactly who was picked there. Patriots, I think that this is the perfect spot for a guy with personality issues like Baron Browning. If you want to go the Belichickian way, dude, Baron Browning has a sky-high ceiling. He's a very talented linebacker out of The Ohio State University, and that is going to end the 4th round. I thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Trying to keep the video a little bit shorter, which it probably wasn't, but I really appreciate you guys sticking through with me. Check out round 5 tomorrow. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.